Hey, Doc Kelly here with Coach Myers. We're gonna do some shoulder taping today to show you how we treat, maybe help out an athlete if they're having some discomfort.
Okay, sounds good, man. So as you're taping this, why don't you kind of explain too, like what is really the purpose? I see guys walking around with shoulder tape, rock tape and stuff on all the time. What are you doing? What's the purpose of it?
Sure. So we're using rock tape. This is the brand I choose to use. It's Kinesio tape. You see it sometimes in the Olympics, guys in the gym sometimes.
Right.
What we're wearing it for is actually not so much for support like we think of wrapping an ankle or how, hey, I sprained my ankle or my wrist and we're gonna wrap that up. This is actually for neurologists. It's actually going to make us stabilize better and actually the motor control in the region. And it's going to help pain because it helps stability. Okay, so kind of some of the things that we talked about earlier today is that we need to be affecting the motor control patterns here. This tape helps us do it. This
All
is
right,
kind of
let's do it.
the shortcut here.
So what's kind of like the kind of general, like if someone out there has some pain, maybe from working out, from benching or sports injury, what's kind of the surefire way they can kind of tape their shoulder to kind of get their body to start paying attention to that area and really start the healing process?
Sure. So we want to pay attention to a couple areas here. A lot of times people have a lot of over dominance in the anterior delt. A lot of times, whether it's overactive or underactive, the tape will help neutralize and help what they call anti-stimulus. So it helps calm down the area. Helps their brain think that there's not a big problem here. So then it uses the other muscles around the area to fire appropriately.
So like if my anterior delts are all fired up because I'm some maniac that benches every day,
sure,
it's probably like overloaded. This is going to kind of let my brain let that area relax, so everything else can start firing.
Yep, go stronger,
Boom,
longer. Yep.
That's neurology for dummies right there. I just translated it.
So the first one we're going to put on the first little leaflet here. We're going to kind of rub in to activate the adhesive. We're going to bring it up and around through the anterior delt here. Okay. Not a lot of stretch on this. I would say almost 0 to 10%, max. No, you don't need to stretch it that much. Now, if you get more advanced and you want to get fancy, you can also stretch the muscle that you're taping over. Stretch the muscle so much, not so much the tape. That's kind of the rule that a lot of people live by initially when they're learning how to tape for performance. Okay. So next one's going to kind of go over that posterior delt, kind of get over some of this, kind of the rotator cuff muscles that are coming through here to stabilize the backside here. The next one, we're going to pull the chest, kind of spread the chest wide, and then I know you know how to do that. So get big here.
I've been setting up tall my whole life. I got to. I'm 5'8",
This one's going to kind of lay over to kind of the insertion point of the pec minor. That's often the guy that's pulling us too far forward in the chest. I'm going to pull a little bit across the top here, just a little tug. Kind of lays over top of that AC joint down through here. Now the next one is kind of an optional one. I kind of like to go through, and most guys, now you got to roll your shoulder through here. This guy's got to oftentimes be, I would say, the most common, the best place to put it would be on this middle and lower delt. That's where a lot of people have a hard time finding, especially in the fitness industry, or getting even when people are trying to get more activation to the delt. So just even using this to try to get more development in this area, totally you could throw a piece of tape here if you're trying to get more definition through this line right here. The other area, if I think you're having trouble with, if you're having more of a guy that has trouble with his lats, taping over the lat here just so you can find your lat might be effective for you. For Dustin, and a lot of times, anyone that has overhead lifting activity, issues, we're going to go right here. Okay, so rub these all in. There you go. That's how to tape a shoulder generically to kind of get you ready to go hit the gym.
Boom. I feel like I'm ready to get after it. Thanks, Doc.